Hi, everybody. Hopefully this is working. We've never done one of these before, so we appreciate you coming to listen to us tonight. Some of you might be brand new to AdvoCare. Some of you might have been involved for a while, and this is our first online mixer, so we don't know how it's going to go. Hopefully it's working for all of you. We appreciate you listening. I know some of you might be driving home from work or putting your kids to bed or making dinner, but that's the great part of AdvoCare is you can just kind of do it on the side when you have time for it. So thanks for listening in. I have Brianna here with me. She is from Northern California. Leslie Golba, she is right up the road from me in Ladera Ranch, California. Michelle Abear, she's out of Colorado, and then Samantha Sifring, she is out of Colorado as well. And I'm Lauren Hauser, if you don't know me, and I'm in Southern California. So let's start with the very basics. What is AdvoCare? AdvoCare was founded in 1993. It's a world-class nutrition company that actually solves two of our country's biggest problems, and that's health and finances. So we're going to talk about both of those tonight. And maybe you're here just for the products, or maybe you're here just for the business, and that's the really cool part is you have choices in AdvoCare. There is no commitment to anything. You might just love Spark. You might do a 24-day challenge. You might see the income opportunity, but there's no pressure to really do anything besides what you're comfortable with. So we're going to go over all of those tonight so you know about them. And that's probably the best place to start is to show you what your options are so you can think of them tonight in the back of your mind while you are listening to this. So let me share something with you real quick. Okay, so these are the 4 ways that you can get involved with AdvoCare. The first way is as a retail customer, and that's somebody who just wants to buy some product. You can grab your Spark from your friend who you know that's a distributor. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is a wholesale customer, and that's someone who likes a discount. That was me. You sign up, you can get a discount for 20 to 30% off, and just kind of, it's like a Sam's Club, Costco. You sign up for a low fee, and then you get the best price on your products just to enjoy for personal use. Option number 3 is a distributor. We like to call it a hobbyist distributor, somebody that maybe starts sharing with friends, family, casually, and makes a little money on the side. Maybe it pays for some of your products at the very least, which is great. And option number 4, that's what we call a business advisor, and that's somebody that sees the opportunity in this and gets 40% off their product and you know, sees where this can go. So that, keep those in mind. And also there's always option number 5, which is you don't have to do anything. Maybe at the end of this you're like, that's not for me, but thanks, it was great listening. At least you know that there's no pressure on any end there. So keep these in mind as you're listening tonight. Okay, let me see if I'm doing this right. Stop. Okay, hopefully I did that right. So if I'm going to put products into my body, I don't know about you, but I wanted to know, first of all, if they were safe. So thankfully, AdvoCare actually has their own science and medical board. Let me go back to that while we're on this. Okay, so, sorry, I knew there'd be some technical difficulties. So AdvoCare actually has their own science and medical board. If you look down, Stanley Dudrick, he actually created intravenous feeding. So all of these doctors combined have over 400 years of combined experience. They're the top in their industry. When I saw who was involved with this and that they backed this product, I knew that if they were going to put their reputation at stake here, that, you know, obviously these products were going to be good enough for us to be using, and that really gave me a lot of confidence in this, and it really made it, hold on one second, sorry, so it made me have a lot of confidence in being able to use these products and recommend them to others, to know that they had their own council of people that were going to back up their product. Then I also wanted to know if the products were going to be effective. There are safe products that aren't effective, and there's effective products that aren't safe. So when I found out that AdvoCare actually has some of the top athletes backing their products, that also gave me a lot of confidence in this company. Drew Brees is our national spokesperson. And then we have Rich Froning. He's the four-time CrossFit world champion. Jason Witten, tons of athletes. AdvoCare leads the world in nutrition companies for the top number of unpaid endorsers. So most of the athletes that get selected or work with AdvoCare, they choose to do this, and they don't get paid. They get just a product stipend, which says a lot. They just want to be involved with such a great company. And I don't know if you've seen, but recently they actually just partnered with Major League Soccer as their sports nutrition brand, which is really exciting. You'll start to see it if you're watching soccer games. You'll see AdvoCare all along the sidelines. If you're watching football games, you'll see they've been sponsoring them. NASCAR, Trevor Bayne drives the number 6 AdvoCare car. It's basically just becoming a household name, which, you know, it's showing up everywhere. And it's crazy to know that I think I just heard that only 15% of people in the country know what AdvoCare is. So it's still growing. You'll probably have seen commercials by now. They're on Fox News. They are just popping up everywhere, and it's really exciting to see. Now we're going to go into those products. There is all different kinds of lines. There's wellness, energy, weight loss, athletic performance, but what they're known most for is their AdvoCare 24-day challenge, and this is how most people get introduced to the company. I'm going to go a little bit further into that and let Brianna kind of tell you about the challenge, but I think what's best to do first is kind of share some product stories and let you hear from real people what this has done for us. I'm going to go back to actually Michelle, who's in Colorado. Let me close this out, and she's going to share with you what AdvoCare has done for her, just starting with the 24-day challenge. So Michelle, here, let's see if I can close this out. Does that work?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Is my volume on? Okay. All right. So I actually ended up starting with the 24-day challenge after I had my third baby, and at that point I still had some extra weight to lose. Initially I was, I started off with a friend introducing it to me. I had been experiencing some back pain. I thought it was from going through having 3 children, but I ended up having a disc that was deteriorating, and I had been going to doctors, going through specialists. I had been doing treatments for it, and none of that worked. So after 3 doctors, they had just told me that the only way for that pain to go away was through surgery. And at my age, with 3 boys, there was just no way that I was going to be able to do that at that time. So I remember one of the doctors telling me that for every pound I was overweight, it would add 4 pounds of pressure to my spine. So I signed up to do the challenge. And during that 24-day challenge, I ended up losing 10 pounds, which for me was 10 pounds of pressure off my spine. So I went from, every single day just thinking about my pain and obsessing about it and not sleeping well and just everything was controlled about it, to having hope that, maybe I can get this under control. And so I also looked into AdvoCare, and the reason why I chose it is because not only did the 24-day challenge set me up to lose that weight, but it really gave me a lifestyle that I can do continuously. And I also like that, they do have the Performance Elite products, which at that point, that relief meant that I could start walking, that I can start pushing my body, because regardless, I didn't know at that point what was going to happen. I didn't know if I was going to have surgery, or and if I was, I needed to be strong enough to recover from that, or if this was something that I can over time just strength enough to to not have it. And so I started using the Performance Elite products as well. And you know, the nutrition, the fueling my body properly based on the new habits I adopted, and then the products, that really just changed my whole entire perspective. I started sharing with people. It just turned my world around, where I just was no longer thinking about surgery, but like, okay, what can I do next? What can I do next? And that pressure took everything off my the weight took pressure off my spine. I was sleeping better. I was feeling better. And you know, I actually had not stepped into a doctor's office for my back since December of 2013. And I just remember, you know, the last appointment I had, they said, well, if you come in tomorrow, we can start burning your nerves so you will no longer feel pain. And I just couldn't live a life where I just was constantly in pain. So I am so grateful for this challenge that, one, taught me how to fuel my body and take care of it, you know, in my current situation, and which meant I knew that, you know, if I can do it with the obstacles that I had, I knew I had family and friends that I can talk to, teach them, encourage them. And today I am able to run, I am able to bike, hike, swim, lift weights, which that was an absolute no-no for me. But yeah, so I'm at the point where I feel like I have my body back. I feel like I have my strength back. And it just gave me such a great perspective of life. And it was no longer about depriving myself, but it was completely about fueling my body. So one of the great things that came out about that was also was the friendships that we made and the support system that we have here. I'm so grateful for that. And one of the girls that helped me through that too was Brianna. So I would like to switch it over to her.
Thank you, Michelle. Can everybody hear me? Okay, my name is Brianna Morin. I was introduced to AdvoCare a year and a half ago by Lauren. I was watching in the wings online her transformation through pictures, and I saw her and her husband losing a lot of weight. And I knew she was taking supplements, but I had been completely against supplements, and so it took me a good long 6 months of watching and researching before I finally decided to give it a try. And the reason I decided to give it a try was not just how much weight her and her husband lost. I'll let her tell you about that in a minute. It was how much energy she said she had. And you could tell from her transformation and from her social media posts and from the way she talked that she truly did have that energy, and she was becoming very physically active and keeping up with her kids, and she was just happy, and I wanted to be happy. Where I was then in my life, my husband and I had just had our third child, and we were tired, and we were irritable at the end of the day. And I swear, I think the question most often asked was, "Is it bedtime yet?" And I was ready to change that. So we decided to do a 24-day challenge. I actually had to talk my husband into it because I was that against supplements that he thought I was going crazy. And during our 24-day challenge, we each lost a lot of weight. We continued on to lose a total of 70 pounds together. And I'm going to show you our results here real quick. So I don't know if you can see this, but these were, great, I'm having some. These were our results before and afters. On the left, my husband was over 200 pounds, and he didn't even realize it until we came home from a vacation in Florida, and he saw pictures of himself, and he really began to be depressed about the condition he was in. And I had always lost the baby weight from pregnancy very easily until my last child, and I lost motivation to do anything about it, and the 24-day challenge really helped us get through that. I'm going to actually show you and talk to you a little bit about the 24-day challenge now. These are the 24-day challenge products that you receive in a 24-day challenge bundle. I'm going to do one product at a time. The very first 10 days of the challenge is an herbal cleanse. It's designed to rid your body of toxins, to set yourself up for maximum nutrition, and to help you sleep better and start gaining some of the energy that you get from the food that you eat. It starts with these two products as a 10-day cleanse. There are probiotics, which is healthy bacteria. There is a fiber drink, which helps to cleanse your digestive system, as well as fish oils. Our Omega Plex is top quality in the market of fish oils, and an optional product called Catalyst, which is branched chain amino acids. Your muscles are made up of protein and amino acids, and during weight loss, it's important to protect your muscle mass so that your body doesn't burn muscle as energy. And so Catalyst helps to protect that by blocking it and telling your body, go look elsewhere for your energy, like your fat stores. The next 14 days is a metabolic nutrition system. It's and now that your body's rid of toxins, it is designed to nourish your body with the vitamins and minerals and amino acids that it's been deprived of from a proper diet. So together with a proper diet that you learn on the 24-day challenge through your coach, and the supplements that you take on a daily basis, you're making sure that you get the maximum nutrition from both absorbed into your body. So this is the metabolic nutrition system. These are supplements like a multivitamin, additional fish oils, because they're very important. Good oils, good fats burn bad fats, and that's why we take them on the challenge. I skipped over the most important one, which is Spark. You actually start that first. That's the very first product you'll ever take. And this is your energy that comes from caffeine plus 21 vitamins and minerals. So you get a short boost of energy from caffeine and a 3 to 5 hour long energy with zero crash from vitamins and minerals only. This is a sugar-free drink, 15 calories. One of the other products during the entire 24 days is a meal replacement shake. These are not optional in the bundle, but they're optional during the day. You can choose to eat a meal over a meal replacement shake, but should you poorly plan and be running out the door and you're maybe going to skip breakfast because you just ran out of time, this is going to save you from failure, from skipping that meal. That's going to save you from your metabolism crashing and not working to get your results. There are two other products that are optional during the max phase. One is called ThermoPlus and one is called Crave Check. They both do similar things. They increase your metabolism and help you burn calories and curb your appetite for better calorie burn and fat burn and better results in the end. ThermoPlus you can take during the max phase. It is a thermogen, so it kind of speeds you up and makes you feel a little energetic. But Crave Check is not a thermogen. You can take it the entire 24 days to curb. Maybe you have an afternoon craving. Maybe you just always hit that spot in the day that you know you snack and you're not really hungry. This is going to stop that from taking over and hindering your results, what you really want to see, the reason you started the challenge in the first place. There are many more products that you can continue on after the 24-day challenge. So after the 24-day challenge, day 25, if you had phenomenal results, you loved the program, you love the way you feel, but you're not there yet, you can tack on another 2 weeks to your challenge and just continue doing what you're doing. Why fix what isn't broken? You can stay in the max phase for 2 weeks at a time until you see the results that you want. You can work with your coach to pick just the favorite products that you had who can live without Spark. I would love some of that Spark. I need more Catalyst. Those meal replacement shakes saved me in a crunch. I need to make sure I have those in the car or any combination of products, as well as working with your coach to talk about your fitness goals and how maybe some of our AdvoCare performance products fit into your new regimen and what you want to achieve through AdvoCare. Those are our products. I'm actually going to switch right back over to Lauren to talk about what AdvoCare does after the 24-day challenge.
Thanks, Brianna. Do you guys hear me? Good? Okay, so thank you, Brianna. That was great. And you know, that is how a lot of us got introduced to AdvoCare, was through products. That 24-day challenge it's what it's best known for. And a lot of us don't know what is beyond the challenge and the products, you know, and that's what I love about AdvoCare, is those options. So there is the option just to do a 24-day challenge and learn about AdvoCare that way. Then there's that second relationship I was telling you about, where you just can't live without Spark, and you know, if you're like me, I want to save some money on product that I'm going to continue to use. So I definitely signed up for that discount, and enjoyed that. There's that third option too. Then you just can't help telling your friends and family about it. I always say, you know, if I go to a restaurant that I love, obviously I'm going to tell people about it. Bought a new pair of running shoes, I'm going to tell people that I love them if they were my favorite so far. The thing is, you know, Nike never sends me anything. A restaurant never sends me anything. AdvoCare does. So that middle level is kind of fun, you know, just to maybe earn some extra income, you know, an extra $300 to $500 a month, just casually sharing products with people and paying for your own product, or covering your car payment. Whatever $300 to $500 a month could mean to you, just for simply sharing products. Then there's that other part, the business side, that especially the girls that are on this call right now, we didn't really know that part existed when we first started AdvoCare, and it's a very, very important one to share, because I think although a lot of us have lost weight or changed our lives or feel a lot more energetic, I know what it's done for a lot of us financially has made a really, really big difference. So I kind of wanted to go into that part next and share with you what this has done for some of us on that level. I'll start with Samantha. She's got a great story. She's been doing this with me from the very beginning of just doing a challenge, and it's amazing to see what's happened for her. So Sam, if you want to share next.
Yeah, so I found out about AdvoCare about 2 years ago. Excuse me. Lauren did her challenge, and I was watching. I was really like into fitness and healthy living, so I was like, I don't need that. I'm doing this on my own. But I watched her over 6 months, and she was having results, and I was not having results with my own efforts. And so I started thinking maybe I was interested, and one day she told me, hey, I just got a $300 check from AdvoCare. Is this real? Can I really cash this at the bank? And I was like, oh my gosh, go to the bank right now, and also how do I make $300? So that really caught my attention. At the time, I was a stay-at-home mom, and I really wanted to contribute to the family's finances. In the first year and a half or 2 years that we were married, my husband lost his job twice with the economy crash and all of that. So I felt like there was just a lot of insecurity in me with our finances, and so we were just trying to save, and there wasn't really a lot of room for fun. It was great that I got to stay home, but we had to say no to a lot of fun things. And so I decided to try the challenge, and I ended up losing the rest of my baby weight doing that. I signed up as a distributor halfway through my challenge because I loved it. And at first I was a little worried about having to sell stuff or pushing stuff on family and friends. And the more I got into it, the more I realized that we have solutions for people, and people have, a desire to lose 10 pounds or improve their running or get back into skinny jeans and things like that. And we can help with that. We didn't have to, I didn't have to call, everybody I knew and try to be weird. It was really natural, and it felt like helping, and it still does. So that part has been amazing financially, and just, in my heart, helping people reframe their relationship with food or bring home extra income. That feels amazing, being able to do that. So From there, I really didn't expect this to be huge and life-changing for us. A couple $100 here and there really would have been great. But when I first started, I went to this meeting, and the people on stage were talking about how they were making $1,000 a month. And I thought, hey, that would be great. If we were making that, then that would open up money in our budget to have a third baby, which we've really been debating and weren't really comfortable doing on our current budget. Because, a third baby adds a lot of expenses, like a new car and that kind of stuff. So at that time, I had made like a $44 check so far, and so it really seemed like pie in the sky, this will never happen. But 9 months later, I was making $1,000 a month, and I still am. We were able to get that car and pay cash for it, have that third baby, and so, it hasn't been, this huge, we're not millionaires, but it has made a million little changes in our life. And that just all boils down to being able to say yes a lot more. And what's very exciting is one of those things we're saying yes to is on Friday, we're surprising our kids with a trip to Disney World. And that just means the world to me. So that's what AdvoCare can do for you guys. And now let's hear from Leslie Golba.
Great. Thank you, Samantha. Appreciate it. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in. This is very exciting for us. So I'm Leslie Golba. I live in Southern California, as Lauren mentioned. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of twins who are 7 years old right now, and I do have a full-time job. Like Samantha and others, I like the fitness world. I had never really been into supplements or any of that, but saw the improvement. I've known Lauren for about 5 years. My husband has known her for 15 or 20 at this point. And I saw the transformation. I saw Lauren and her husband Greg's transformation, and the fact that it's real, and the fact that it's real people getting real results that they sustain over time. And because of my love for running and CrossFit type activities and other things, if you will, just life challenges, I decided to take that on and try it and give it a go. And so when I started looking into the opportunity of AdvoCare, there were really 3 reasons why my husband and I signed up. One is that I truly respect the business model. As Lauren mentioned, there's different ways to be involved. The company really meets you where you want to be, and that could be here, it could be, just as we said, a retail customer buying product. It could be somebody who wants to make a couple $100, or it could be more of a business opportunity. We signed up to be distributors because it made sense for us to do so. We were getting discounts, and it made financial sense. And we also, again, saw that financial opportunity. So we signed up 3 months ago. Well, it hasn't even been 3 months, but my husband and I signed up, and we invited friends to join us. We invited them to join us both to take part in the challenge and then also to take part as business partners. We met them with Spark in the park in the mornings, and met people where it was convenient for them to try this amazing product, the first product of Spark, and asked them to join us and really to sign on and join us throughout this process. We weren't trying to lose 10 pounds, but we were definitely trying to lose some fat and tone up and everything else and improve our fitness levels. So we are extremely fortunate to have business builders with us who are passionate about putting people first as well. It's not about the product, it's about how the product helps other people and how the program helps other people. And really, as others have mentioned, that long-term success. So based on our efforts, and really based on our friends' efforts to join us with this, we're pretty excited. Well, very excited. I still work full-time. I focus on AdvoCare probably an hour a day, if even, and just love to share it, love to share everything with everyone. And so we've been able to average almost $2,000 a month of extra income. And as we include other people in this program, and both the opportunity of lifetime transformation and different changes that help them and their family's health, and then also the business opportunity, we're just so excited because it's only the beginning. And we absolutely love the notes and calls and comments that we get about people finding ways to be healthier and stronger themselves around both the 24-day challenge and the performance line and everything else that, you know, Lauren mentioned, and Brianna, that there are a bunch of different great products out there. So it's exciting. And again, you know, just the fact that AdvoCare can be what you want it to be, and when you're ready to have those changes or to embrace, you know, whether it's the challenge or a discount or the business. So that's all for me, and I hope you all decide to give it a go and pass it back off to Lauren. Thank you, Lauren.
Thanks, Leslie. I think we had a little technical difficulty. I couldn't see your face on that, but great story. It's been so awesome having you. Like she said, it's been not even 3 months, and it's been inspiring for me to see what she's done in this amount of time. And I think the crazy part was how long she watched, and when she decided herself that this was something she wanted to do, she focused, and it's just been incredible to watch her ever since. So, you know, it's all about timing. Maybe the timing isn't right now, but it's something worth listening to today, and maybe a couple months from now you'll remember this, or someone gave you a packet of Spark, and it might be a year later that you're ready to look more into it. But to see where she's gone so quickly has been just really exciting to see. And I'll rewind back to kind of our story too, because I really haven't shared that yet. I know some of you have probably followed along on my blog or Instagram, but no one really knows kind of the backstory to where that all came from. But, you know, I used to actually be an interior designer. That was my passion. That was what I thought I would do for the rest of my life. Went to a great college for it, moved out to California, got an amazing job, and worked in the industry for over 10 years, and I actually started my own company, and just had great success in design, and I loved it, and I just basically pictured that being who I was forever. It was my identity. Have my 2 little boys, and it just kind of, you know, you don't know how it's going to feel to have kids until you have them, and you know your heartstrings are being tugged at constantly, and you feel like you're in a million directions all at once. And I decided to put my business on hold, and it was an amazing decision, but with that came a financial toll. I mean, I was earning half of our income, so putting that on hold was a big change. And you know, I think the hardest part that I struggled with was my identity, for sure. I mean, I never thought I would be a stay-at-home mom. Being home with them was amazing. I just didn't picture that for myself. So I struggled a lot with it, like going to bed tired every night, not feeling like I know my kids were happy, but I still felt like, can I be doing more with myself? And in all that time, I definitely stopped taking care of myself. I didn't work out. I didn't eat right. I ate scraps of whatever food they had on the table. You just put them first in everything you do, and I neglected myself, and I just didn't feel good. So it was January 2013, just like everyone does their New Year's resolution. I just saw someone's challenge results of the 24-day challenge online. I had no idea what it was. Bought it, did it. It was the best decision I've ever made. I lost 10 pounds in those 24 days, 10.5 inches, I think. My husband lost 16 pounds. We went on to lose 90 pounds total together. 30 were mine, 60 was his, so he's transformed. Our interests changed. We started exercising because we liked it. We just had so much more energy to keep up with our kids. We found a renewed spirit amongst each other because we just felt good and young, and we're in the best shapes of our lives at 33 years old, and just knew that we found something that was going to be what made a difference for the rest of our lives. Both of us always struggled with our weight, so to find something that we knew was the game changer made a huge difference to us. I was that number 1. I bought retail for a while. Then I saw that number 2 when I went to check out one day, that I could save some money on my products. I absolutely did that. I love coupon shopping. Why would I not save money on Spark? Then I became that number 3. It was kind of not really me doing it. Of course, people are going to ask what we've been doing, and I started to share products and products and products. I was very product focused, which AdvoCare has the best products, so of course I'm going to share them. But I remember hearing, you know, sell a little product, make a little bit of money. If you start to share that opportunity with people, you can change their lives while you're changing your own, just for helping people find a solution in AdvoCare that they need. And I saw that probably, it took me a good 10 months in to see that there was more to this. And that was a phone call from our team. I didn't know I was part of a team. Got a random phone call to look into the opportunity more. I never wanted to be in direct sales. I actually was a little put off by the thought of going to some meetings or getting on a phone call. I mean, I was all about social media, so picking up the phone was not anything I wanted to do. I'm so thankful I did. I went to a meeting, like Sam said, she went to an event, and that was my eye-opening moment. I saw that AdvoCare was way bigger than I thought, and that it wasn't about me, and it wasn't about products. There were people who were going to need those products, absolutely, but it was about sharing all of AdvoCare with people and letting them decide why they wanted to do this, and to not make decisions for people. I prejudge people all the time. Oh, they don't need this, and they wouldn't use this. They don't need extra money. They aren't into these kind of things. And once I changed my mind and decided that everybody could use AdvoCare, and that it could be just that they needed spark and energy, or it could be that they despised their job and hated dropping their kids off at daycare every day and wanted a solution to that, I knew that we could help either end of the spectrum, and that was a change for us. So I'll give numbers in terms of perspective of how this company is, what it's done for us. But that first year of just sharing products, we averaged an extra $1,000 a month, which was amazing. I mean, that made me feel like I was contributing on a even more level than being with my kids, and I was getting my identity back, and they were seeing the results of it, and it just alleviated stress and pressure off my husband's back of all the time he was working. And then that second year, so just last year, we put more of an emphasis on our team and what their goals were with AdvoCare. And, you know, we had a lot of people looking at us wanting to do this, but we weren't sure how to guide them. And we finally figured out what this came down to and really got to know their purposes in wanting to do AdvoCare and helping them reach their goals. So last year, we started to earn an extra $5,000 a month. And at this point, now I'm like, you know, maybe I don't have to go back to work again. Like, I always had that hanging over my head, like, what am I going to do when my kids go back to school full-time? You know, can I pick my job back up again? Do I even want to do that again? And that's when I had that realization that this could change a lot for us. And now we're 5 months, 6 months into this year, and we are actually averaging about $13,000 a month with AdvoCare, and that was the same $79 that we all signed up with to become distributors has completely changed the course of our lives, our friends' lives, our families' lives. People that I got reconnected through AdvoCare and are now doing this with us. And I always say, you know, to get a call and say, you know, you helped us take 30 pounds off our back, that just makes such a difference to us. But when someone has called and said, you know, you've alleviated financial weight off of our back, and I don't have to go back to work after my maternity leave, or I can quit my second job, or, you know, all sorts of things, it has just, you know, become such a great thing to be a part of. My husband sees this now, and he has become such a great teammate in this, and I think he's looking at this like, is this actually real? Can we possibly both be home with our kids and not miss anything? Nothing, you know, picking them up at school, getting to every sports event. Like Sam was saying, never say no to anything. Yes, we can go to Disney World, Disneyland, we can go on a trip, and just living things way bigger than you could ever imagine for yourself, you can do through AdvoCare, and we know that now. And the people we have met through this has been, they always say it's the sixth way you get paid in AdvoCare, and it's so true. Even if you take all of this away, the products, the business opportunity, all of it, every single person I've met that was on the call tonight and our whole team, we would still be in touch every single day because these people are like family to us now. So it goes way beyond just that 24-day challenge. So thankful I did it. We wanted to share this with you tonight because there's a lot of people who get started on product and don't see what more this could turn into for them. A lot of people get scared to share the opportunity with other people, and you're doing a disservice to people if you hold that back. I have no regrets, but definitely that first year I didn't know what anyone's potential was in this, and now I see what this can turn into. So we thank you for listening tonight. I know someone probably got you on this call or introduced you to AdvoCare. I really suggest getting back to them and just kind of telling them what you heard and if something stood out most to you. If you just want to try that 24-day challenge and see what it does for you in terms of weight loss, energy, just overall nutrition, or maybe you want to start saving some money on your products. You didn't even know you could get a discount yet. Talk to them. They can set you up with that. If you want to just start casually sharing, there's obviously that option. And then, of course, there's that business builder option that we all now take very seriously and know that it's our job now to share that with everyone. And that's why we did this tonight. So thank you. If you have any questions, like I said, get back to whoever got you here. We really appreciate you coming on tonight. I think it's recorded. I'm not sure. Like I said, we've never done one before, but we hope to do them again sometime. And thank you, ladies, for talking tonight. I appreciate you coming on, too. Thank you.